Abuse can present itself in all different ways, including financial control. 10 TV's Colin Dorsey sat down with a domestic violence survivor to tell her story and how she's using it to help others.
Domestic violence and abuse isn't always hitting or screaming. Sometimes it's something that's much harder to recognize from the outside. It can be controlling a partner's finances or social circles. Survivors and organizations say it's proof that no one situation is exactly like another.
I had probably the life that everybody wanted.
Michelle Arici is telling her story.
Took a friend of mine to witness it, and at first I didn't believe her, but it's not as fast as what people think. It's not as easy to leave.
Like so many others, she says abuse built up over time, and when it was time to go, it was nearly impossible to get out.
But I had 60 cents.
Financial control and abuse happens in 99% of domestic abuse cases, according to the National Network to End Domestic Violence.
It is a primary way for people who cause harm to control and create dependency on someone else.
Charisse Kimbrough is the program officer for relationship abuse at the Allstate Foundation.
It's not always something that's outward facing, and finances are something that people typically keep pretty private.
She says it can present as not being allowed to get a job, controlling a spouse's spending, or creating fear around finances.
And I asked God if He saved my life, I promised I would fight for these women. I like to be the person back there.
She's taking her story and those of others like her to the silver screen, portrayed by actors in an effort to uplift others.
When I finally left, I felt alone. And I looked for those stories for encouragement, because I was like, if this person made it, then I had a chance.
Michelle hopes her film will help bring awareness to the domestic violence situation by putting a viewer in that person's shoes, also showing that there is help out there. Colin Dorsey, 10 TV News.
Thank you, Colin. And remember, if you or someone you know is suffering from domestic violence, there is help. Just call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. Someone is there available 24/7 to take your call.